We all know the standard procedure for fighting random tagging. Personally, random tagging is the most annoying aspect of any solo raid or league raid. I just don't like it. I know some people might find it challenging and interesting. Well, I guess it's all down to opinion at the end of the day, because to me, you don't really get to express your fighting skills with this. You are just dependent on having a good tagging. So, for example, there are some teams that you will use that you really need character A to come after character B. But of course, you know that the AI is never going to allow character A to come after character B. For example, using Raven with League of Anarchy team, you have to kill one character. That is why you have to use EPI and Raven together. So, like, to me, I know, like I said, some people might find that interesting, but I do not. I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy random tagging. But that has changed with the metal team. Since I started using the full metal team, I found that in random tagging fights, you really can't go wrong, because whenever uh, Robin is tagged in, of course you can do it special so that you can generate the flooding faster, and of course it does health reduction. Whenever Batsman who laughs is tagged in, especially if there's already flooding, he doesn't need to do specials. All he needs to do is to do his basic attacks, and that's it. And of course, whenever Batwoman is drowned, is tagged in, she also does her basic attacks, apply infections, and cause flooding. So you find out that when you're using this team, it doesn't really matter the order in which they are tagged in. Granted, you might get screwed by AI and you will keep having just Robin and Batman who laughs. I've not experienced that so far, but considering how long that Batwoman the drowned infection lasts, that will not really be an issue for you. At a point, Batwoman the Giant is going to be tagging, and when she's tagged in, she can apply infection, and you are good. The buff is not something that is easily lost. So yeah, from my experience so far, these are just two matches. I've played a lot of random tagging with this team, and so far it's been very good. Granted, the health is not that much, but also you have to take note of the fact that my artifact is also not that strong. So by the time I get to higher level, I'm going to also have higher artifacts. I'm going to be doing more damage on flooding. So this is not going to be an issue in the future at all. Yeah. So I know there are other teams you can use. Like I said, I already mentioned Raven and API. That, of course, is probably the best one. You kill off Justice League the Flash. But the idea of just killing off a character, sometimes the worst, guys, the worst encounter you can have is when you're using the Batman Ninja team. Guys, that immortality can really screw you over, especially when you are fighting bosses like this that don't really have much attack. So maybe in higher levels, when you are fighting bosses that their attack, their damage is very, very high, then you can actually use the experiment with that team so you can easily kill off the unnecessary characters. But when you are when you are fighting against the lower characters that are not that strong, you can take a whole 3 minutes of the fight to kill off one or two characters, especially with Batman Ninja team. So I would say this, my final verdict. Yes, my final verdict. If you are fighting at the lower tier, use the full metal team if you have it. Of course, if you don't have it, you can use John Stewart, Green Lantern, or AKBM. If you are fighting at the lower tier, use the whole metal team. You can't go wrong with any of the three characters. If anyone dies, just make sure Batwoman the General doesn't die. You can do that by constantly using a special tool to power drain the boss. So the boss doesn't do super move when she's in the match. That's one thing you need to take note of. But other than that, your Batwoman the Ground is going to be okay. And the three characters are going to do damage, 2 health reduction, one of them applying infection, boosting damage, and applying flooding. So this team is just perfect for low tier bosses. When you now get to higher tier bosses that do more damage, you can change. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy my videos and you are not yet subscribed, kindly, ferociously, in fact, forget about kindly, ferociously smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.